Okay, a couple of emails in. One from Ban Yachin, a Burmese working in Singapore with WHYS. She should listen and discuss her ideas with other leaders, both other party leaders as well as the ethnic leaders. That's a point we've really pretty much covered here on WHYS. Vincent emailing from Bangkok to say, why refer to the Lady of Burma as a pro-democracy leader only? More accurately, she is the elected head of state under arrest for 15 years and denied her rightful office and status for 21 years. Shamu Mekonnen is on the line joining WHYS from Barbados. Shamu, what's your reaction to this?
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you. As I said this morning, we welcome the release of Aung San Suu Kyi. But what I'm not hearing is what is it that well, first of all, is it Burma or is it Myanmar? Which is the recognized name of that country? Secondly, what is it that the Burmese government is looking for? What is it that they are preventing? What is it that they are trying to establish for the benefit of all in Burma or Myanmar? And is it beneficial to all? Are there any other opposing organizations that are sitting with them and discussing what it is that they are trying to establish? Do they accept the capitalist or democratic ideology? Is it a socialist ideology that they have? This is something that we are not hearing. I do not even know what the ideology is of the government.
Okay, Shamu, that's a big shopping list of questions. I reckon Tintar Sway is possibly the best person to just kick us off down that particular avenue of a discussion. Tintar Sway, what we're saying here is, so far, surely, the military at the moment in Burma is allowing this process, apparently, to run its course.
All the skeptics would agree with that. But going back to the ideology bit, what is their ideology? The ideology is, of course, as we all know, it's a military dictatorship. They run the country as a military dictatorship would run the country. And touching on reconciliation, the previous person asked about how best to reconcile the country. One factor is that it's the will of the, one needs political will to reconcile. And from the emails and from the people we've been in touch inside the country, everybody would like to reconcile. Everybody would like to see Burma as a peaceful nation. However, there is no political will on the side. They don't detect political will on the side, on the part of the generals. Aung San Suu Kyi has often, every time she is released, she would, the first thing she would mention is to establish a national reconciliation. But unless and until there is a political will, it will be very difficult to find a way forward. Nevertheless, I think international community will have a role to play. If the international community could come with one voice, then it will have a certain degree of impact on Burma. What is happening now is international community seems to be very much diverse. They seem to have their own views on how to deal with Burma. That again has allowed the generals to play the way, to the advantage when dealing with the international community.
We'll get into those issues in just a second, Sway. Harry from Zambia has texted WHYS to say, her release reminds me of the release of Nelson Mandela. I hope her story ends up like his. Alex in Accra in Ghana emailed to say Aung San Suu Kyi has done her best for freedom in Burma. She should now take a back seat and allow the new generation to continue the struggle for democracy. Well, let's hear part of that interview that we brought you a little snippet of a little earlier. Aung San Suu Kyi, in conversation with our correspondent, Alistair Leithhead, talking to her by telephone. She told him about her approach to the rulers of Burma.
I think we'll have to sort out our differences across the table, talking to each other, agreeing to disagree, or finding out why we disagree and trying to remove the sources of our disagreement, if we possibly can. There's so many things that we have to talk about.
What about the international community, the way that people around the world have approached Burma? What should they do? Should they lift sanctions? Should they tighten sanctions? Should they engage more? What's your message to them?
I think I'll have to talk to all the people concerned, the countries who have imposed sanctions, those who are against sanctions, those who are for sanctions. There is so much that I want to learn about now. I want to listen to people. This is one of the first things I have to do. I really want to listen to what people have to say. The only thing is that if you talk to a large crowd, it's difficult to listen to them. You have to do all the talking, but that's not what I want to do. I want to listen to what the people want. I want to listen to what the other countries want, what they think they can do for us, what we think then that they could do for us, and work out something that's acceptable to as many people as possible.
Aung San Suu Kyi talking to our correspondent Alistair Leithhead there. Now, you're watching World Have Your Say. Wherever you are, we really value your opinion. We want you to tell us what you think. Here's how to get in touch. Contact us via the blog, worldhaveyoursay.com. Drop us a quick email, worldhaveyoursay@bbc.com. Drop us a text on +44 7786 20 60 80. Or we're standing by the phones as well, +44 20 70 83 72 72. You'll see those details on the screen during the remainder of the programme and also via the website. Aung San Suu Kyi is now a free woman. Live on the phone from Cape Town in South Africa, Dennis Goldberg. Dennis Goldberg was imprisoned on Robben Island with Nelson Mandela and is the author of The Mission, A Life of Freedom in South Africa, about his experiences. Is this a Nelson Mandela moment?
For Burma, it's great that the house arrest order has not been reimposed on Aung San Suu Kyi, and I congratulate her, and I've just heard a snippet from her. What a sane leader she is. What a magnificent person. I must say I share something with her. Unison Trade Union in Britain, with its 1.3 million members, has 3 honorary members. 1 is Nelson Mandela, 2 is Aung San Suu Kyi, and 3 is me. They gave me this honorary membership this year for our fight for democracy in various parts of the world. And so there is a wonderful link. And you know, I'm not sure that our histories are exactly parallel, but the struggle for democracy in Myanmar, Burma, is so important. The problem is, how does a military dictatorship disband itself? And I want to make a suggestion. Nelson Mandela, Thabo Mbeki, Mr. Zuma, our present President of South Africa, were all involved in conflict resolution in South Africa, in Rwanda, Burundi, Cote d'Ivoire, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Northern Ireland. Maybe we've got something to offer in mediation. Maybe we can help because we've been through it in various countries and especially in our own.
Okay, Dennis, thank you very much for talking to us from Cape Town in South Africa. Dennis Goldberg there, who was imprisoned with Nelson Mandela, really giving us a pointer towards the enormity of what has happened in Burma. Aung San Suu Kyi, 15 years out of 21 years under house arrest. It's still getting a massive reaction from you. Kenya, the United Arab Emirates, Chad, Pakistan, Ghana, Thailand, endless people in endless countries emailing and tweeting to tell us what they think. I'd just like to say thank you to all our guests who've appeared on the programme today. That was World Have Your Say. The debate, of course, carries on the blog, worldhaveyoursay.com. From me, Peter Dobby. Bye-bye.